Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming. Right for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you could call roll, please.
Councilmember Canfield.
Here.
Councilmember Hodges.
Here.
Councilmember Phillips.
I'm here.
Councilmember Thielander.
Here.
And Mayor DeBoer.
I'm here. I'll look for now a motion on the consent agenda.
I'm going to abstain from the payables as there is an invoice for Canfield Plumbing and Heating with the city, so I will abstain from that part.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Any other discussion? Sue?
Mayor DeBoer.
Yes.
Councilmember Hodges.
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Councilmember Thielander.
Yes.
And Councilmember Canfield abstained.
Citizen comment for items not on the agenda.
Good evening. Perry Beecham, reside at 924 Riverside Drive. I spoke at the Planning Commission, and I just wanted the council to be aware. My question to the Planning Commission was, why weren't we paving the parking lot and driveway at the softball complex at Rec Park? And was told that we weren't. Obviously, I think it's because of funding, money. But my question would be to the council, we require that of residents, businesses to have hard surface parking lots, driveways, and sidewalks. Why isn't the city following their same rules? Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Moving on to old business. Item A is Resolution 817, installment purchase agreement to finance the skid steer.
At our last city council meeting, the city council approved resolution 0817 and 0917. Resolution 0817 was referring to the installment purchase of the Bobcat skid steer, and resolution 917 was the agreement between the city and Downtown Development Authority regarding the terms of payment for both the Bobcat skid steer and the front end loader. Both of those resolutions need to be revised, as the original resolution 817 listed the wrong company that our finance proceeds were paying for the skid steer. The proper entity for payment is Clark Equipment. The prior resolution had Carlson Equipment listed as the company we were purchasing from. Resolution 0917 listed that the DDA would finance 40% for both items. The proper financing was that the DDA would finance 25% of the front end loader and 40% of the Bobcat skid steer. Resolution 1017 corrects that item. I'm recommending that the City Council approve Resolution 0917 and Resolution 1017 as presented. Those revisions are in front of you, and they've been made tonight. So.
Always good to correct your mistakes, and going forward, then I would make the motion that we approve resolution 0817 as well as 1017.
I'll second that.
Okay. Any other discussion on it? Sue?
Mayor DeBoer.
Yes.
Councilmember Hodges.
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Councilmember Thielander.
Yes.
And Councilmember Canfield.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to new business. Item A is the Arbor Board's comprehensive tree plan.
You taking it?
Well, go ahead, you can start, and I'll help you out.
All right, I'll introduce it then. On April 10th, the City's Arbor Board was presented with the 2017-2018 Comprehensive Tree Plan. The tree plan is presented to the City Council annually in April, and it outlines the proposed Arbor Board activities on city-owned property in the right-of-way for the upcoming fiscal year. Arbor Board activities include coordinating Arbor Day celebrations, developing spring and fall plantings, tree removal and trimming, watering, and general care of trees, shrubs, and plants. With the comprehensive tree plan, the Arbor Board develops a vision for the community's tree canopy, develops a planned approach to executing the vision, and achieves the goals of maintaining and improving the city's urban forestry canopy. To date, the Arbor Board has authorized the installation of 734 trees of various varieties throughout the community. Funding for these activities comes from the City of Lowell, Lowell Light and Power, LCTV Fund, the LIC Fund, and the Lowell Area Community Fund. And I'll toss it over to Jim.
Well said. I just point out that Dr. Reagan is our chairperson, couldn't be here tonight due to a previous commitment, and I just wanted to make sure that everything was covered. You covered it very well. This is an annual thing that we do that keeps us in that old Tree City USA ball game, and the Arbor Board came about many years ago when trees were not as respected as they are now, and I think the Arbor Board's done a great deal in keeping our community nice and green and a wonderful place to live and raise a family as well as do business. So it's presented to us, and it's, I think, just a formality that we approve of this comprehensive plan, so I would make that motion.
I'll second.
Discussion on that. Sue?
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Councilmember Telander.
Yes.
Councilmember Canfield.
Yes.
Mayor DeVore.
Yes.
And Councilmember Hodges.
Yes.
Okay, item E. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, and whereas the holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, lower our heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce oxygen, and provide a habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic viability of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Mike DeVore, Mayor of the City of Lowell, do hereby proclaim every last Friday in April as Arbor Day in the City of Lowell. And I urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. And further, I urge all citizens to plant and care for trees, to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and future generations. Dated the 17th day of April in the year 2017.
Mr. Mayor, if you'd like to make the, you have the proclamation, if you'd like to make the motion, I'd be proud to second the motion.
I will make the motion that we proclaim the 17th Arbor Day.
And I would support that.
Any discussion on that? Sue?
Councilmember Telander.
Yes.
Councilmember Canfield.
Yes.
Mayor DeVore.
Yes.
Councilmember Hodges.
Yes.
And Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Okay. Item C is engineering for the Jefferson Street repaving.
Williams & Works has provided a scope of services, a proposed scope of services and budget for the construction engineering phase of the North Jefferson resurfacing and utility improvement project. Services provided under this proposal shall include construction observation, material testing, construction staking, administration, and formal meetings. The estimated budget for these services is $49,800. And the cost of the projects are shared amongst the Water, Sewer, and Streets Fund into the amount of $4,532 from the Water Fund, $3,635 from the Sewer Fund, and from $41,633 from the Streets Fund. I'm recommending that the City Council approve Williams & Works' proposed scope of services for construction engineering services in the amount of $49,800.
With that, I'll make the motion that the City Council approve the Williams & Works proposed scope of services for construction engineering services in the amount of $49,800.
I'll support.
Discussion? Sue?
Councilmember Canfield.
Yes.
Mayor DeVore.
Yes.
Councilmember Hodges.
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Councilmember Telander.
Yes.
Item D is Friends of the Library Agreement.
I'll draw your attention to the attachment on the agreement is an illustration in the back. The Friends of the Library Group is proposing to contribute to the city up to $5,000 of funding for the for the purpose of making improvements to the front entrance of the Inghart Library for use as a reading garden. The attached plan details a proposed semicircular brick patio and connecting pathway that will be installed by the Department of Public Works staff. The project is intended to create an area near the front of the building where the Friends group can install benches and planters at a later date. The reading garden will provide library patrons outdoor seating options for reading in addition to the new deck being constructed by Rotary. That's on the west side of the building. I recommend the city enter an agreement with the Friends of the Library for creating the first phase of the Inghart Library Reading Garden.
It's a great idea, and I would make a motion that the city enter into that agreement with Friends of the Library for the purpose of creating this first phase at the Inglehart Library.
I'll second that.
Discussion on that. Sue?
Mayor DeVore,
Yes.
Councilmember Hodges,
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips,
Yes.
Councilmember Teelander,
Yes.
Councilmember Canfield.
Yes.
A fireworks permit for the Riverwalk Festival.
The Lowell Area Chamber of Commerce is requesting approval of a permit for a fireworks display on Saturday, July 8, 2017. This will be part of the annual Riverwalk Festival, and as in recent years, the fireworks will be launched from Stony Lakeside Park. I'm recommending that the Lowell City Council approve the request from the Lowell Area Chamber of Commerce for a fireworks display on Saturday, July 8, 2017. Also attaches the proper insurance liability waivers.
I'll make that motion that the City of Lowell Council approve the request for the Lowell Area Chamber of Commerce for a fireworks display on Saturday, July 8th, 2017.
I'll second.
Discussion. Sue?
Councilmember Hodges,
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips,
Yes.
Councilmember Teelander,
Yes.
Councilmember Canfield,
Yes.
Mayor DeVore.
Yes. Item 6 is board and commission reports. Jeff?
I have nothing new to report. The next Historic District Commission will be April 25th, 6 o'clock downstairs.
Thank you. Mr. Hodges?
Well, as you heard, a lot of Arbor Board business happened last week on Monday, but there were some other things that occurred too. We've been witnessing a tree on Lafayette Street near 825 that has been in slow motion, which is good. Slower the better, but nonetheless it is in motion. And so the DPW staff has been tracking that. Unfortunately, that tree does have some demise in its future, and so we thought it would be best to go ahead and approve helping that tree in its future. I guess that's a good way of putting it, isn't it? We're going to cut it down, and because it just has to happen. And it's quite unfortunate. It's a grand tree, but it has to happen. We also talked about shrubs and trees around the Big Boiler Brewery, and we also discussed our comprehensive tree plan. And then, as you heard, we will be celebrating Arbor Day on Friday, the last Friday of the month. Well, almost, and but we'll be doing a tree planting on Friday at high noon. And I believe that's at Green Ridge Realty. Big bowl. Oh, it will be a big bowl. Okay. Very good. And I would just say that Helen Look applications are due 4 p.m. on April 28th. Good.
Thank you. Great.
Parks and Rec meets later this week, so that update next meeting.
Yeah.
Lowell Light and Power had a short meeting last Thursday. Sorry, Perry. Strategic plan was updated. There were 5 updates as an action for the updates. Adopted and set a plan to review action items at least once a year. The gas compressor installment purchase agreement that the council approved at the last meeting was garnered at 1.8% interest, which is a very good rate. The board approved a one-time exception to the purchase policy to look for and purchase a forestry truck for no more than $60,000. These trucks are very expensive, anywhere from $150,000 to $450,000 new, and this truck will be reconditioned. Sales were steady. Light and Power had 11 outages. The average timeout was 60 minutes. They're still at 99.9% uptime. And an example of that is Ryan Teachworth that went to 2 homes that were out of power, and the homeowners were outside not even aware that they were out of power. And that's the cool thing about these smart meters is every light and power employee gets an email right when one fails. So they're on it. Squirrels were the biggest reason for outages, and Ryan Teachers has ordered special cages to try to protect them. Light and Power app is ready to go a month ahead of schedule. If you're a Light and Power customer, and most of you are, download it and play with it. It's a pretty cool app. It's very beautiful too. The new website is coming along well and may be live by next month. Perry's going to be taking some employees to the rodeo in May to San Antonio, Texas. It's the 6th rodeo in a row that Light and Power has attended. Laura met last Wednesday, and the draft language was submitted to the city manager by Dave Austin. This is for the new trail that runs along Alden Nash down to 21 from G Drive. There are 5 property owners and 4 owners, and Dave is working diligently on that. The suggestion was made that maybe we add trailway to the city code. We have an identification as sidewalks and another one as trailways. Also, there was talk about having, we've had a couple of homes built on G Drive that have fronted, and they're built behind the trail, and they've been damaged. And we need to have a policy of who will be responsible to repair any construction damage caused that hurts the trail. There was talk about having a rail-to-trail bike route map, and I don't know, the talk was maybe put it on the city website. And we had a real good discussion on the Bowes Road Trail options. So we're trying to get by the Walgreens store down Bowes Road to the fairgrounds. And that's all I have.
Okay. I have no boards or commissions other than that. Any discussion on the monthly reports? Move on to you. City manager's report.
A couple updates. The first one is for Jefferson Street. Jefferson Street construction will begin on April 24th. On Wednesday, April 19th at 6 p.m. there will be a public meeting here informing the residents affected and the general public about the upcoming project. Notifications have been made to the residents in that area that the project is beginning, and I know that city staff and Williamsburg is working with the residents if there's any special concerns of that nature. Just received indication that Susan Maxwell will no longer be able to assist the city in writing the newsletter, the monthly newsletter. This May will be the last newsletter she writes, so actually we'll be looking for somebody new to continue that going forward. Today you received the budget. I made sure that the council has received it. It's also up now at the library, and I believe it's here at City Hall. We are in the process of putting it on the website. We were having some issues getting it on the website. One thing I forgot to add about Jefferson Street is we were actually able to find some additional funding to be able to continue Jefferson Street, the Mill and Norway to on Fremont Street from Jefferson to the entrance at Atwood. And I've put that in the budget. We'll be talking about the budget in detail on Saturday, May 6th at 10 a.m. at the second floor of Lowell Light and Power. And that is all I have this evening.
Council comments, Jeff?
Again, we'd just like to thank our staff, everybody involved. They do a wonderful job. I'd like to thank City Manager Mike Burns for last weekend staying down here to check the waters. Rich and your staff, you guys were ready, and we appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Mr. Hodges?
Yes, I would point out that this Thursday, April the 20th, is Girls' Night Out. And so come on downtown and give some business to the business. And Susan Maxwell Stevens, who's been writing our newsletter, she's done a spectacular job. And I think we would be remiss if we just didn't say thank you very much. And we'll see what happens here in the future. But she's going to be tough to follow. But thank you very much, Susan. So good.
Thank you. Greg?
Nothing.
Ann?
I was at the Lara meeting, and we had the mayor of Belding in, and he made some suggestions. We've been talking about buying signs, and he made the suggestion that they purchase their sign from the Kent County Road, through the Kent County Road Commission. I thought that's a pretty cool idea, and we're going to be doing a mayor exchange day with Wayland, right?
Yes.
This year. And I was wondering, just a thought, maybe we could have like a sister city social day? Maybe an ice cream social and invite people from Saranac, because Saranac is part of our trail system. People from Belding, they're part of our trail system. Ada has a nice trail system. They want to have a trail system to Lowell someday, and that's one of my dreams. Grand River's not very safe, but my thought is to have a sister city social and pull in all these groups and just talk and see where it goes, where we can help them and they can help us with ideas. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Just a reminder, everybody, Thursday at 7 p.m. is the graduation for the Citizens Police Academy. And that is all I have.
I make a motion that we adjourn at 7:21.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.